So, among the Saints Row concerns, there's quite a few, whether it be characters, story, gameplay, mechanics, a few things that people are more concerned about. One thing I've heard people be concerned about that I can kind of debunk is censorship. A lot of people are a bit worried because they've heard that rim jobs have been changed to gym robs and freckle bitches have been changed to FB. I want to just explain those two real quick and then show you some examples of no censorship, just to show you that Saints Row will still have the crude humour that we know and love it for. So, the gym robs thing, and the fact it's no longer rim jobs, is because there is now a character in the game based, I think he's a mechanic, called Jim Rob. So that was just changed as a little nod to the old game, and to reference this new character's business. So, rim jobs and gym robs are different, but the reason it's called gym robs now is because they wanted to reference this new character whilst giving the old game a bit of a nod. I hope that kind of, stops a lot of people's worries for that, because I heard that one keep being brought up over and over again. Now, freckle bitches. You have to understand this is a reboot set in modern time, and modern time is having a lot of names like Burger King, for example, changed to BK. So this is just following that trend, and it's not really, censorship, because FB still stands for freckle bitches. It doesn't change much, okay? So I just want to point that out, that, FB is still freckle bitches, and that's kind of, just following the modern trend, trying to fit it into, modern reality and make sure this world feels kind of grounded and set in a modern time and not kind of just, different to what it should be. Now, do I think this FB to freckle bitches thing was needed? Not really. I don't think it was that big of a deal in the first place, but I don't think it's something people should worry about and call censorship, because I keep hearing this word censorship thrown out, and there has been no censorship from what I've seen, just differences in the fact that this is a reboot, and some aspects of it are not going to be the same as the old game. So now I want to just show you a few examples of the fact that Saints Row's humour has not gone. So first of all, I want to show you a BDSM club. This is a small little, skyscraper, and basically what it has on there is a little B, and then DSM, Industries, and whatever, and that's obviously a reference to BDSM, okay? Then there's also Pornhub. This one made me laugh a little bit. This is a little shack that basically just says Pornhub on it. It's a pretty funny reference to the obvious website, and that's another huge point out that the crude humour is still there, because that's blatantly referencing a porn website. There's also this hot dog stand with a funny name. I can't remember it, so I'll put it on screen. It's also pretty funny, I guess. A little reference again, and there's also another one that I'm also going to put on screen. I've completely forgot what it is. I think it's a Blue Balls reference, and it's also pretty funny. But as you can see, from these references, you can see that Saints Row hasn't lost its humour. It's, if anything, just different, and I think that's what we should all expect for a reboot. But don't worry about gym robs and freckle bitches being changed, because I don't see that as censorship, at all. The gym robs is obviously a reference to the character, and freckle bitches is a reference to the fact that brands are now shortening their name, and it still stands for freckle bitches, okay? That's what we all know it as. It is still freckle bitches. So don't panic, don't worry about Saints Row censorship, because I don't think it's that big of a deal, and I think a lot of these people that are calling the game woke, SJW and all that, are trying to blow small things out of proportion to just shit on the game. And if you actually look past the fact that people are going, well, the game's all censored now, if you just look past it and just actually look at the trailers, you can see clear references to the fact that the game will not be censored, and it won't be super censorship. So yeah, I hope that kind of eased some of your thoughts if you were worried about this game's censorship being a problem. It's not going to be a problem, and I'm happy to point out that Saints Row will still have that humour we know and love, at least from what I've seen. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you're good, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.